Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the third episode of Full Dive RPG. And last episode, we were kind of on a quest to meet with a particular person because I guess Riona, she thought he would help because of somewhat similar circumstances, but we did meet him and I'm not convinced he's all that helpful. I mean, for one thing, he just seems pretty scummy overall. He even had the title like Not Human Heartless, right? So, and they called the guards on us near the end of the episode, so I for one don't really like him. I don't trust him. I think he's not a good fit for friendship, right? And we still have at least one more character we're supposed to meet, like our red-haired girl, and also Kaede. She's got to become plot relevant somehow, right? Like she's got to jump into the game at some point, I have to assume. So there's still some stuff we haven't done with the show yet, but yeah, let's just dive on in and see how our protagonist gets out of this sticky situation he seems to currently be in. And yeah, also Alicia, childhood friend character, is still chasing him around. That's also a problem. But yeah, let's dive on in. 3, 2, 1, play. Very exciting game is what I'm trying to say. Bum 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 bum. A bit of recapping. Yeah, I really don't know how that's helping, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and assume this is somehow helpful. Yeah, Genji was his name. But what if it doesn't go well? Yeah, those are guards. You just missed a real culprit. He went that way. It was an accident. Yeah, I mean, are we actually gonna get some kind of like court hearing kind of scene? Because that'd be something. But for now, we have the opening. It's just so weird seeing that pose with somebody with clothes. It really is. Like, it's a weird thing to say, but it really does seem weird. It would be like seeing someone in the bath with clothes on. Like, it's just weird. And there she is. But where are you in the show? That's my question. Oh yeah, well yeah, we forgot about that title. Adult event time. I mean, I guess a court hearing technically counts as an adult event. But hopefully that's not what it's referring to. I'm an innocent man. uh, more of that help, I see. Don't throw your back at old man. Uh, don't think Niwatori means frog, but okay. Because it's a Kusuge, I think we established that a while ago. You mean thanks for the betrayal? But I guess that would be not towards you, so I guess you wouldn't say that. So yeah, it's not a big brain play, he's just a dirty traitor. That's pretty much what I thought. I'm pretty sure he said Kansai Ben there. That was nowhere. Never mind, I let it go. I try not to complain about translation. I'm gonna stop now. A parolee. That's a good question, actually. Yeah, let's not interact with this man any more than we have to. I think he disagrees. Kiddo did nothing wrong. Why would they do that? We pride ourselves on realism here. Ah, well, that had to hurt. Yeah, the game just keeps getting better and better, doesn't it? I mean, that is what it is, yes. Man, they have a lot of them, too. At least a banana wouldn't hurt too much. I have no sympathy for you. I would have logged out by now. What would he possibly have to complain about? That kind of sounds like a threat. I'm the chosen one, you know? Yeah, I mean, there's other players. But you're just an NPC, you wouldn't understand. I don't know why you keep acting surprised by realism. Maybe you are crazy. Again, I had no sympathy for you. So yeah, I guess we're out of options. Is that our childhood friend up there? I think I see the naive. It was a gorgeous shot of it. But doesn't make it any less scary. Quite the contrary. Yeah, that was the last time we saw her, wasn't it? So she's probably in a bad mood. She is probably not happy right now. The only thing worse than seeing her is not seeing her. She could be anywhere now. Well then hurry up. Keep me safe. Now. Now this is a video game, so there should be like a vent to climb through to escape. Or a, you know, a hole in the ground to go through. If it wasn't a realistic game, that's what would happen. I have a feeling that you're not going to be able to. Maybe the jail might prevent it. Middle of event. Man, that would be the worst. Well. Yeah, this is the worst game ever. I think that's safe to say. Like in real life, I really don't think you get away with having a VR game that made that for any reason made it impossible to log out. So we gotta start thinking about a way out of here. Yeah, it's not gonna end as long as you're in here. Maybe if we could at least get out of the cell, maybe the event would end. Just poke it till it does what you want. But hey, at least a childhood friend can't get you in here. Think of the positives. Is that a toilet? It's a bit odd looking. But... Take a shot every time realism is mentioned in this show. Is that a ghost? Yeah, I bet. I'm sorry I killed you. At least I think that's, Martin's ghost. Yes. Yeah, you should recognize him, even in his ghostly form. It's your best friend after all. Nice to see you again. Jeez. He didn't have that in his mouth before, did he? Yeah, it could happen to anyone. Yeah, that did not taste too good. I'm not laughing. Who's laughing? I'm not laughing. Yeah, that sounds like a childhood friend marriage promise sort of scenario. I promised I wouldn't kill you. Yeah, we didn't get any kind of flashback or backstory scene, so I don't know. Oh no. But not only do we have a yandere childhood friend stalker, now we have a dead ghost friend stalker. Oh, okay. That makes sense, yeah. No wonder that guy is off his rocker. Man, that'd be an experience. More what's... Oh. Um, uh, you know, every time you think this game couldn't get worse, it does. Because I've thought that a few times as I watched this show, like, I thought his life couldn't get any worse, and then it does. I saw Twin Tails, I'm pretty sure. Oh, that's probably the red-haired girl. Yeah, finally. So this is where I meet her. In jail. You're just gonna think you're crazy. Also, who is that voice actress? I might look that up later. It's ghost blood. You can't see it, but it's so much worse than normal blood. I swear I recognize that voice. Yes. Are you just like letting me out? Okay. Mizarisa. Okay. I want to wait until she said it so I could hear how it was pronounced. I think I see something in that window. Maybe it's just my imagination. But it kind of almost looked like a face. But yeah, it was nothing. I'm getting a little nervous. Oh, is this the adult time event that was the titular adult time event? Because that's... I guess it was about time we got a break in this show. I didn't even have warnings for it. Well, this is one event you might not want to lock out from. It's kind of a sudden development, but, you know, not gonna complain. Intense stimulation, are you mentally prepared? It's probably not, but... So I wonder how this is gonna go. That should have been your intent. I mean, this is part of adventuring, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. This happens on many adventures, I have no doubt. Well, yeah, we'll enjoy a full dive, alright. So, although it might end up not being what he expects, like it might just be like a massage scene or something, but we'll see. Because I think it would be stimulation, right? And involve laying down. But we'll see. I mean, I'd gladly take that if that's what I could get. In a terrible game like this, you take what little bits of happiness you can get. Although maybe it is that after all. This is don't get your hopes up too high, because it's probably gonna go downhill. If I know this game as well as I think I do. Like, I can't imagine this being a positive thing, but... because this game is just full of disappointments. Okay. And what will he see? Well, that is an outfit. So, okay, yeah. Now I got the full picture. Yeah, not a massage at all. Is it too late to log out now? I like how he whispered it. You know what? It's not the worst thing that's happened to him since he's been here. Let's do it. You're in good hands. Just leave it to her. Just blame it on the demon. That, I guess, would be our best option. What? Okay, that's not great. And that does not look like something you want to be cut with either. Hey, fairy friend, I could use some help right about now. And I may have spoken too soon about it not being the worst thing that's happened to him. Did not expect limbs separating. More important than this. Yeah, the eye punching. This is a little bit more important than that. I'm not saying you're wrong, but this is important. Yeah, can you unlock the chains for me or something? Or punch her in the eyes? One of the two. Preferably both. I mean, the good part is still having his limbs, so we may disagree on that. It's getting a little bit too close for comfort. So... how is that supposed to help? It's not really what I had in mind. I more want to escape now. I don't know what I expected from you. And to think I was looking forward to meeting you. Ooh. This is not the adult event I signed up for. I feel like I was misled by the notification. Did he? Yeah, I guess he would finally wet himself. We never had a chance to go. Well, maybe that counts as exploring the demon. Yeah, I really can't blame the man. This is a valid reason to do so. I'm glad you approve. I'm glad I could be of assistance. What a line. This girl is insane. And also, if he loses his legs, he can't run anymore, so his track thing is over for good. So I had to point that out. I think that's why they're focusing more on the legs. Thank you. Could have shown up 5 minutes earlier, and you wouldn't have had to deal with it. Yeah, that's the important bit. Tesla. Do we know who that is? Nice shower. The title is not getting any better. Is that how it works? Congrats, hero. Aren't you happy, proud of yourself? I think I want to log out now. Yes. I think that'd be the right thing to do right about now. If I was him, I would log out and go cry in a corner for an hour or two. I mean, it's interesting. It's just not fun. I really can't blame you. Like, if you never touch this game again, I would get it. I understand. Is that really the end of the episode? That's cool. Him logging out's the end. That's well played. Man, I don't know if this is a comedy anime or a horror anime or just a torture anime. But yeah, that's the outfit she wears in the ED, so it makes sense she wore it in her scene. Yeah, this is a fairly unique show, I'll say that. Kisuida? What does it even mean? Screaming. Actually, surprisingly, at least she actually didn't show up in the episode. I mean, well, she showed up. She didn't do anything. I still love her outfit, though. She has personality issues, but can't argue with that outfit. You really can't. The only one to beat the game. Could you imagine somebody putting up with that game long enough to beat it? That'd be pretty impressive. But I think we already heard about somebody beating it from what's his face, right? Yeah, that that was the third episode of Full Dive RPG. And where do I begin with this? First of all, well, first of all, I do want to look up her voice actress real quick. I always forget to do that after I mention it, so I want to do that first. Okay, Mizari-sa's VA is Izawa Shiori. Okay, so is that who I think it is? What other roles has she done? Well, she's in Girls in Panzer. That takes up a decent amount of slots. So, yeah, anything I really recognize well? Oh, Nanachi from Made in Abyss. Yeah, I can hear that. Yeah, Azuki. Yeah, that's why she sounds familiar. I think that's what it was. That's probably yeah, why it sounded familiar. But while I'm here, might as well look at. Oh yeah, Mika from Symphogear. Yeah, totally. Yeah, she sounds like her too. Yeah. So yeah, I definitely recognize the voice actress. She's a few. I mean, not the most popular voice actress ever. Like she doesn't have a million roles or anything, but some notable ones for sure. Okay, yeah, I just want to look at that real quick. So, as far as the episode itself goes, this was a rough episode for our protagonist. Like, we've had 3 episodes so far, and none of them you'd say was particularly happy occasion for our protagonist. He's always running into an issue or another, but I think we may have topped ourselves with just how bad his experience was in this episode. Because what happened in episode 1, he accidentally killed his best friend. His childhood friend became a yandere and tries to kill him, right? Those are fairly bad things, but nothing too bad. I mean, it's a catalyst for things to spiral out of control, but in itself wasn't that bad, right? Episode 2, he had to run away from his childhood friend a lot, right? And got injured and had to deal with it not like instantly healing or herbs magically making it better. Like there was some bad stuff, but this episode, let's keep track of all the bad things that happened to him in this episode. He got betrayed by the one guy he was looking for advice from and got like flipped over by him. He gets detained, right? Marched through town as like criminal scum, random people just throwing literal rocks at him, essentially straight up getting stoned, right? He sees his terrifying childhood friend in the distance, right? That's got add an extra element of anxiety for him. He gets thrown in jail where he can't even log out because he's in the middle of an event. So despite this being a game, something that's supposed to be fun, he's just stuck in this horrible event. There's a sorry excuse for a toilet in there that he was about to use that stinks. Then the ghost of his murdered friend shows up to haunt him, right, and says it will continue to haunt him going forward. Spits ghost blood all over him, and then he finally gets something that might seem like a positive thing, a good thing. A really cute red-haired girl shows up to let him out. She lets him out, takes him to a bed, asks him to lay down. He gets some like prompts coming up that makes him think it's going to be some fun adult sexy time kind of event, which would actually be a positive thing to happen into him, which would be a nice change of pace with this literal torture of a game, right? So he gets kind of excited, lays on the bed, and then finds out that it's not quite what he signed up for. It's a torture scene because we're gonna get information and or the demon out of him, right? Limbs are gonna cut off or are gonna come off, and yeah, that's a pretty bad thing. And then his fairy friend comes that's supposed to be the one that helps him out of these situations. I mean, for one thing, she's late because she had better things to do, watching anime or something. And she can't even help, right? Her idea of help is just do your best, Hiro-kun. I'm out here for you. I got the moral support. Don't even worry about it, fam. That's kind of what she was doing because she can't break chains, I guess. She's just a little fairy. She could at least punch Misa, what was her name again? Mizarisa, right? Yeah, I think her voice actress reminds me the most of the character from Symphogear because she even has a similar character design as her, as well as similar speech pattern, right? It's actually, now that more I think about it, it's kind of scary how similar those two characters are, but anyway, yeah, to make things matters worse, he wets himself there as well. So adding insult to injury, or adding injury to injury to injury to insult to injury to insult, like it's a big old pile of pain and suffering at this point, right? Although I guess that was kind of what got him out of there. I guess the fairy was saying something about that. I didn't fully get what the explanation of him getting out of it was, but I think she mentioned that was crucial. Like he got a title change and stuff. So he kind of got through it, and after some physical pain, some humiliation, fear, like almost any negative emotion you could possibly think of, he probably experienced throughout the course of this episode. And we have our fairy friend have the audacity to say, but we just got to the fun part, as he wants to log out, right? He may disagree. I mean, The fun part is being able to log out. I think that's his perspective on the matter, right? So, and that was how we ended off the episode, right? I mean, I guess the show is technically a comedy anime. It's listed as one, right? Action, game, comedy, fantasy. Yeah, I think how much of a comedy it qualifies as is debatable, right? Because I feel really bad for our protagonist, honestly. Like he just essentially a torture session is what this game is. That's really what it qualifies as. No wonder nobody wants to play it. Like I know the average player probably doesn't kill the best friend character, but still, it does not seem like a very fun game, honestly. Like I know the show is literally called something Kusuge something, but like I truly underestimated just the level of Kusuge that it was. Right, like I thought I understood the level, but I really didn't. I keep watching the show, and I keep thinking to myself, okay, there's no way he's gonna keep playing this game. And the way we ended off the episode, it really does seem like he's gonna stop. Like he can't stop because it's a titular game, right? Like the whole premise of the show is him playing the game, so he can't quit permanently. But if it wasn't an anime, he definitely would, right? If the plot didn't demand he keep playing, he definitely would not keep playing this. In fact, that might put me out playing games entirely. Like I may never play anything again after playing this game. I think I can safely say that. Like somebody be like, "Hey, you want to go for a round of StarCraft with me?" I'm like, "Nope, that's a video game, isn't it? Nope, not gonna do it. I'm gonna go outside and play." That's the level of trauma I would get from this, right? So, yeah. That's the show for you. That's the show for you. So yeah, I think that's all I got to say on the episode. I'm going to continue watching it. I especially want to know how they're going to get him back into this game, because he obviously is, but there's got to be something big to convince him to pick up this game again. So yeah, we'll see how next episode goes, because I imagine there'll at least be a decent period of time of him just sulking in a corner in the dark in a fetal position. There's going to be at least a decent amount of that, I have to imagine. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes next episode. Until then, bye-bye. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.